all you lovely people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have decided to take you guys along with me to show you a realistic workday in my life. I had filmed this video back in July when I was working in CAMHS. This happened to be my last day at work. I usually begin my mornings around 6:30 a.m. and do the regular stuff, basically make my bed, brush my teeth, do a quick 15 minutes workout, post which I shower and do my everyday skincare. I then spend good few minutes procrastinating what I'm going to wear today to work while slapping tons of serum and moisturizer. Don't forget your sunscreen, kids, irrespective of how the weather is outside. It's taken me more than 10 years to finally feel comfortable in my skin with all the acne scars and active acne intact. On most days, I make it a point to chuck down a liter of water right in the morning, but please make sure you have brushed your teeth before you do that. After diligently finishing my skincare, I make my way to the living room for one of my favorite parts of the day, making breakfast, playing world news, or music in the backdrop depending on how we are feeling that morning, and chit-chatting while completely ignoring what is playing in the background. This particular morning, I was reflecting on my 5 months long rotation in CAMHS. This was my last day in the job and Dean was asking me how I was feeling about it. I think now is a good time to tell you all what CAMHS stands for. Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services is the name for NHS provided services in the UK for children, generally until school leaving age, who are having difficulties with their emotional well-being or are deemed to have persistent behavioral problems. Every morning, Dean and I have a ritual of asking each other what our POA, plan of action for the day, is. This was a Friday, which meant Dean had a rather chill day compared to mine. As this was my last day in CAMHS, I had a bunch of appointments to wrap up, tons of admin work to finish, and also meet my consultant for one last supervision session. I quickly applied some body sunscreen before rushing out of the house to catch my bus. Give me? Push it. Bye. This is an everyday thing, guys. No matter how early I wake up, I'm literally seconds away from missing my morning bus. And although there are buses every 10 minutes, I guess it's a London thing to forever be chasing buses and trains. This is the time when I catch up on social media and I plan ahead of time on what I'm going to post next, reply to emails, script vlogs, posts and reels. 40 minutes commute is ample time to catch up on my influencer admin life. I then make my way to the department floor. Luckily, I have the offices all to myself today, which makes it easy for me to film this vlog. Honestly, I'm always in two minds about asking people at work if they want to be filmed or not. So when there are empty offices, corridors, I get comfortable with recording content. I always make it a point to wash my hands as frequently as possible at work. This was a rather warm day and I must say our offices aren't that equipped for that 1 week long summers every year. I make myself comfortable and the first thing I always do after switching on my work laptop is check my diary, who all I'm booked to see and how I'm going to organize my day juggling admin and seeing young people. On this particular morning, I had a choice appointment at 9:30 a.m. I hydrated myself, put on a mask and headed downstairs to see the young person. Choice appointments are the first contact the young person has with the service. We see children up to the age of 18, after which they are transferred to adult mental health services. There are 4 tiers of service provision in CAMHS. Tier 1 services are provided by GPs, health visitors, school nurses, teachers, social workers, etc. Tier 2 services can include primary health workers, psychologists, and counselors working in GP practices, pediatric clinics, schools, and youth services. Tier 3 services is what I'm working in. It's a multidisciplinary team working in a community mental health clinic or child psychiatry outpatient service, providing a specialized service for children and young people with more severe, complex, and persistent disorders. Team members include child and adolescent psychiatrists, social workers, clinical psychologists, community psychiatric nurses, child psychotherapists, occupational therapists, art, music, and drama therapists, etc. It's a team of people from all professional backgrounds working towards a common goal of young people. Then finally, we have Tier 4 services, which are the tertiary level services for children and young people with the most serious problems, such as day units, highly specialized outpatient teams, and inpatient units. These can include secure forensic adolescent units, eating disorder units, specialist neuropsychiatric teams, and other specialist teams, example for children who have been sexually abused, etc. After seeing the young person during the choice appointment, I get cracking with the admin side of it. I type the notes, do a risk assessment, add the person to therapy waitlist, write letter to GP, and email my consultant if I hit a roadblock. Thankfully, with this appointment, I didn't. For confidentiality and ethical reasons, I cannot be divulging details about the patient. Anywho, moving on, at around 12 pm, I make my way to supervision. One of the loveliest things about psychiatry is the mandatory weekly 1-hour supervision time with your consultant, wherein you discuss your training needs, work requirements, interesting cases, could get tickets from your e-portfolio signed off, or you could discuss any difficulties you're facing in your rotation. This day happened to be my final supervision with my lovely clinical supervisor, as I was rotating to a new rotation the coming week. At the end of each rotation, there has to be a clinical supervisor report submitted by a consultant on your e-portfolio, wherein he or she comments on your progress based on evidence submitted via work-based assessments and an anonymous multidisciplinary feedback submitted by your team. I then quickly grab lunch on my desk and take a breather for a few minutes and catch up on what's going on social media. I had put up a poll on my Instagram page on this day, which so many of you within minutes voted to watch A Day in My Work Life CAMHS edition. Oh, also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then please do. Your support means a lot to me. Okay, back to the vlog then. At 2 pm, I head back downstairs for another appointment. It felt bittersweet saying goodbye to some of the young people who I had grown fond of and used to look forward to seeing during follow-ups. At 3 pm, it was time to say goodbye to another young person. Some of the young people I was seeing over the past few months, I either discharged back to GP, some were picked up for therapy by psychologists on our team, and some were unfortunately put on waitlist, which is a pretty long one to be honest. You can tell how happy I am that I'm almost nearing to the end of the day. I grab a few snacks that Dean had packed for me and try and wrap up as much of the admin as I can for the day. 4:30 pm, this is the final appointment for the day, which is a telephone follow-up to check medication compliance, how the young person is getting on with the newly started antidepressants, if at all there are any side effects, assess risks, make a safety plan, and to let them know that they will be followed up in 2 weeks' time by a member of the team. I then pack my bags and make my way to the bus stop. It felt bittersweet saying goodbye to my desk and the team. I made my way downstairs to the admin office to chat for a few minutes with the team and my consultant before catching my bus. I always make sure I call my mom and sister post-work. Mom was really confused as to why I was recording her.
ଜାଣି ତ ଦେଖାଉଛୁ କି ବି ନାହିଁ ତୋର ମତେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ହାଇ କହ ମାମା
Say hello to my mom, guys. I decided to grab some coffee before heading to the gym. 1 caramel frappuccino without whipped cream and with almond milk and caramel syrup, please. What is your go-to drink at Starbucks? Comment down below, which would mean that you have made it this far in the video and didn't give up midway. I then make my way for a quick 40 minutes gym session. This was a few days after I had my hair cut, so I was still getting used to my short hair. Post-gym, I make my way home, which happens to be my favorite time of the day, the golden light hour. I say silent prayer to thank the universe for this life and for keeping my family happy and healthy.
Welcome home.
After a quick shower, I treat myself to some homemade dinner made by Dean. This recipe book by Ottolenghi is the one thing that you definitely need in your life. You could blindly pick any recipe from this book and trust me, you won't be disappointed. On this particular evening, Dean had made fettuccine with spiced cherry tomato sauce. Yum! After spending good 5 minutes browsing on Netflix, unable to decide on what to watch, we ended up streaming Splitsvilla on the laptop. We We usually say prayer before a meal, as we are forever grateful for this life, plate of warm food, and for being healthy and alive. After a good dose of reality TV, I wrap up some of the admin work that I had brought home from the clinics. At around 10 pm, we both make our way to the bed. On most nights, I try and keep my mobile away to avoid aimless scrolling and instead replace it with a book to read. On this particular night, I was reading A Thousand Splendid Suns. It's a beautifully written book whose link I'll leave in my description box if you're interested. This brings me to the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this realistic day in my work life video. If you did, then please don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Bye! I'll see you in the next one. Okay, that was too soon. Just wanted to say, take care and be kind to yourself. See ya!